You are in the student council with Shizune, aren't you? What is your job there?
I'm vice president. I'm right beneath her.
Welcome back!
Hi!
Yeah, that's right, I just started.
We're
Nothing you
Bookend
can do about it. Oh, yeah, hi.
I wasn't sure if you were going to or not. Here we go.
Did you read this?
That
no
freaked
idea.
me out. Like, I thought this was part of his beard.
Oh, no, it's his...
And it's just his hair. His
yeah,
long flowing
his
locks.
Japanese mullet.
His ombre hair.
What?
It goes from blue to green.
Oh, I did not
Ombre
notice
style.
that. I thought maybe it was just like a shadow, but that wouldn't make sense for how shadows work.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Unless there's a green light, right? Whatever.
Who cares?
I don't think so. As I'm about to stand, I have second thoughts, so I stay seated. I'm too tired to go through trying to smooth over my problematic situations by trying to continuously walk away from them. It's hypocritical of me to get upset at Misha for trying to defer things when I even run from my own girlfriend. When Jigoro attempts to stop me, I'm almost glad, even though I no longer have any intention to leave.
Wait.
He says it with plenty of authority, but nothing else, as if it's just a particularly commanding afterthought. Only a very powerful or very arrogant person can tell someone to hold on in such a manner. I'm sort of impressed.
I'm fighting off a sneeze so hard right now. I have a cold, sorry. You are in the student council with Shizune, aren't you? What is your job there?
I'm vice president. I'm right beneath her.
I'm right below her. She did what with you?
I don't think there are specific roles other than president. Shizune is always trying to round people up to help out here and there. Usually we might get like one person to pitch in, but otherwise the three of us do whatever needs to be done. It's crossed my mind a couple times around when I first met her that Shizune's disquietingly analytical, whatever that word is.
Calm your words down, bud.
Disquietingly. So loudly?
I don't know.
Might be because of her deafness, but it turns out it's a trait shared by everyone else in her family.
The writers of this plug their shit in and then hit thesaurus for every other
That's
word.
right. I'm smart.
And that is okay with you?
Why wouldn't it be?
You, Shizune, and that pink-haired girl. Is that really your entire student council? With a student council that small, they wouldn't even bother to hold elections. Oh, yes, they would. I am going to take a guess and say that you didn't join the student council. Shizune drafted you into it. You said you do not know exactly what your title is.
He knows what's going on. He's like, there's two hot girls there.
Yeah.
You join.
That makes sense. I suppose if you weren't even erected, you couldn't be expected to know. After all, if you are not erected, you aren't really anything.
It's my motto in life.
That's true. No one is going to respect a student council like that. An unerected body of three people trying to scrounge up the equivalent of temp workers. I did not think this voice through. It must be a sorry screw if three kids having a tea party can handle every issue.
Didn't know there'd be this much talk of elections.
Right?
How small it is have to do with anything.
Yeah. Single tier.
If the student council gets things done, isn't that enough? It's not just a game either. Maybe you should actually come to the school one day. Why would you invite him to school?
Ugh.
If you get there on the right days, you might even be able to see what Shizune is able to accomplish.
Do you think that I have so much free time that I can afford to waltz over to your boondocks and watch my daughter's feats of self-aggrandizement? I've never been more disgusted in my life.
It's another thesaurus word for you.
Yeah.
What you're saying is they might as well not have a student council, but the fact remains there is one, and Shizune got elected to it, and for her, it isn't a meaningless position. In fact, she works very hard for it.
You sound like someone who voted for her.
No, I wasn't there for that.
Ha! You didn't even vote for her. Well, besides that, why don't you ask Hideki about this?
I can't win with you!
Shizune has wanted to be a high school student council president since the middle school. I'm an idiot. She would have read all her practice speeches, wasting his time. For what reason?
This whole time, he hasn't even looked up from thumbing through his manuscript. It's getting increasingly frustrating.
How did she read her brother things if he doesn't know sign language?
I don't know. Be a lot of writing stuff out.
Does she like hold the book in front of them and just point? We are reading together.
I don't know. Is there a reason?
What?
Because it isn't a game. We don't run the school, but it's not like we're just playing at it and not taking it seriously. I wonder if it's so wrong to not be a purist.
Why do you care so much about student council all of a sudden?
I
have been to your school. Riri, the students there. Bunch of freaks.
Probably what he's going to say. It's probably what he thinks.
Yeah.
I can already think of about a million things he might say, and I'm preparing for my heart to sink on hearing any of them. It's funny, they are probably things I've thought before.
They don't even have cleaning duty.
That was not what I expected at all. He's also wrong. They do. I should know. I get to skip out on it since I'm in the student council. The concept of being wrong confuses Jigoro. I should take this opportunity to go on the attack. It's really odd that I am thinking this way about a simple conversation.
You've activated my trap card.
It sounds like the last time you were there was really some time ago. If you can leisurely write some memoirs, you can talk to Shizune now and then. Don't you think that she has stuff she is proud of?
Why are you being... I mean, I know he's kind of a jerk, but he's also your girlfriend's father.
Right, who, again, you're meeting for the first time.
And also has a sword.
And, yeah.
You're an idiot!
Could literally uppercut you through the window.
Yeah.
That's how young people are. We have things to be proud of. If you're writing an autobiography, you should get that. Such an opportunity, and I blew it. I don't know how I was expecting him to react, maybe introspectively, but Jigoro only grows angrier by the second. Yet as he does, he also seems calmer, in a way, more sure of himself and in control.
Who do you think you are to assume my life is so easy? You haven't even read my biography, yet you are able to tell me how I should handle all my affairs, including dealing with my own daughter? You could never understand. Sorry. Even if I were to get up from this couch, walk over to you right now, and punch you in the forehead with brass knuckles.
I'm very afraid of that.
With a condensed edition of my life story on them, leaving my biography imprinted on your face, you would not understand. Well, no, it'd have to be backwards so I could read it in a mirror.
You're right, and I'd also have a concussion, so...
For 12 years, Shizune did not even talk to me, even though I hired multiple tutors and interpreters of all sorts for her to try and get her to become normal. It isn't as simple as you think it is. If she does not want to bother with me, then fine. I assume that is normal. When was the last time you talked to your parents?
I don't know. It has been a while, and I feel ashamed.
Put me on blast like this.
More so that he caught me than at how easily I could have dropped my parents a phone call, or sent them an email, or even a letter, and haven't. This knowledge only makes me feel more ashamed.
I thought so.
If I wanted to see my parents, I couldn't. This is different. You aren't that far from her. It's one train ride away.
That is enough. No means no. You are very persistent. If only it was about something that mattered. I can't see what you may have learned from my daughter, aside from that and how to backtalk people. Is that it?
The answer is yes. I wasn't this persistent or argumentative before meeting Shizune and Misha. After all, prior to meeting them, I'd just experienced a small death. It's a mystery as to why I refused to join the student council in the first place.
Small death is what they call an orgasm in France.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that.
It's little death. Les petites morts.
Possibly it was from trying to get away from their nagging so much that I was able to get my energy back. It's a cute idea. So cute. I think again about why I'm still here. Arguing with Jigoro is pointless. Yet I think I almost looked forward to it. And he is right. I cannot understand him. Even if I did, he wouldn't care. I'm a louse that crawls on a whale. Wholly insignificant. There you go with the weird...
That's where my brain goes too.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm such a louse that crawls on a whale.
It's the name of my next album.
He has a confidence that I don't have. Shizune does. And it could be that the reason why I am here now in an almost shouting match with her father is because some of that bravery has rubbed off onto me. However, I don't have anything to keep it going. Or it's Shizune that rubbed off on you. Still.
Well, I jizzed in your daughter. And then just walk out.
Oh, yeah? Well. Still, I hate him. I don't know what I can do. A few months ago, I think I would have punched him and then Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And let the consequences play out as they may. But now, I can't risk it. If he were to hit me back, he'd likely kill me. So in the end,
It doesn't
even matter.
Reach to it. I knew it the second I saw that.
The only thing I can do is look at Jigoro in silence, knowing that I have no reply and hate him, and feel completely at a loss. Oddly, he takes it as defiance.
Fine then. Have fun with that.
Okay. Jerk. Picking up his sword and using it to pull himself to his feet, he turns and casually saunters out of the room. I want to throw my book after him, but I'm happy to finally be alone, even if I'm not in the mood to read any longer.
Whatever. You're not my real dad.
My dad could beat you up. He's Batman. What a weird... every interaction he has is weird.
Yeah, I just assume it's going to get bad every time he starts to talk.
Basically, yeah, because he can't just interact like a normal person. Our return trip to the school
Thank
keeps
God.
getting delayed in one way or another. Shizune and Misha come back so late that there's no use even leaving, and we end up staying another day. The morning after, we miss the train by a single minute, and then the next two don't arrive. We missed the fourth train because I wandered off to get a drink in the meantime. Shizune wasn't very happy about that. Just imagining like a flashback cartoon montage. They're like waiting for Hisao, and he just comes back, and they're just...
Yeah. Some 80s music playing in the background.
By the time I finally get back to my room, I feel so tired, even though I spent most of the ride back sleeping. I can't say it's only because of today. This seems like a familiar symptom of traveling. It's not the first time it's happened.
It's jet lag from a one train ride.
If no one has beaten me to it, I could do a thesis on it. Maybe get in a medical journal. Returning from a trip syndrome, they'd call it. Not very creative. I fall asleep.
They'd also call it.
I fall asleep before I can think of a better name. RFAT syndrome. RFAT.
Got the Urfats.
A loud knock on my door wakes me up only a few hours into my nap. Well, that's a nap. Otherwise, it's just sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't just miss an entire day, even though he does that all the time.
That's true. I'm annoyed because I had just been in the middle of a wet dream that I can't remember, having been woken up in the middle of it. Yes, I added that word.
Yes.
But I'm sure it was a good one. I briefly wonder who it could be, but it's not like I get many visitors, so I'm sure it's Kenji. Oh, God.
No.
I hope he is just rolling out the welcome wagon and not going to hit me up for money again. If that was the case, I'd be almost touched. So, screw him. I'm going back to sleep.
Yeah.
Not touched enough to fight off the urge to roll over and go back to sleep, though. Bye. Yeah, that was Shizune. Good job.
Yeah. Naked Shizune.
A few hours after that, in the hallway,
Yeah.
She gets naked before she comes in. That's daring.
Yeah. She was really hoping you were at the door.
I wake up again and immediately spot an envelope on the floor.
Oh, God.
It must be something that came in the mail while I was away. That's Shizune and Misha's department. Oh, God, it's going to be a Wanako again.
Yeah.
So I wonder
That's
if
what I'm
they
thinking.
dropped by to give it to me, or maybe someone's filled in for them in their absence and told Kenji to pass it along. Yep. Hopefully he's not as into it this time, because when he was with Hanako, he was all about it.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a big deal.
This girl that I used to love, yeah, I'm gonna write her back.
Well,
I hope that's
especially,
okay.
well, he just said that Misha and Shizune are the ones who deliver the mail.
Right.
Oh, God.
So they saw it. Who is a Wanako? When I pick it up, any remnants of sleepiness in me instantly vanish. Even if the name of the sender wasn't on it, I would have known whom it was from by looking at the envelope itself, realizing why it looked so familiar, by recognizing the delicate handwriting addressing it.
You never talked to her before. Did you just stalk her and see her handwriting all the time? Did I say that last time we got this letter?
She could have wrote him letters. I don't know.
I guess she wrote him that one letter that said to meet her by the tree and please don't die.
Yeah, and then he almost died.
Yeah.
It's from Iwaniko. At first, I can't believe it, but it wouldn't be too hard for her to track me down if she wanted to. Of course, I hadn't thought that she would want to. She was maybe my girlfriend for all of 5 seconds. After that, we barely spoke to each other.
5 seconds is all I need.
5 Second Girlfriend is the name of my next album.
It's the name of my next mobile game.
It would be too easy to put this letter away somewhere and forget about it. A part of me wants to do that, and I should. Or throw it away, unread. Why I want to do these things, I don't know. It would be easy to do them, easier than to read it.
Then do it. Don't read it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not that big of a deal to read it, I guess, but he's so weird about it, though.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, this girl that she used to like me, just, threw it away.
No big deal.
But he's got to be so weird about it every time and just...
Yeah. And we're going to find out what it says. Maybe it says something different. I don't remember, so it won't really matter next time.
Yeah. What was that?
I know, there's a lot of words.
Okay.